back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome. In today's episode, we're going to be heading back to Epcot. We're going to be taking a look at guest volume, character experiences, the Food and Wine Festival. We're going to be looking at the menu and our favourites and things you shouldn't miss. And we're going to look at how the park has adapted to cope with COVID and so much more.
Epcot is continuing the theme of parking the front and back rows and leaving both sides of each vehicle empty, as you can see, to maintain that social distancing. The monorails to and from between Epcot and Magic Kingdom, of course, are currently unavailable, as right now Walt Disney World is not doing the park hopping ticket at this time. As always, Disney's partners Advent Health are taking your temperature prior to entering the park. Masks, as always, are required, and Disney has now updated their guidelines, so masks with holes or vents will not be permitted. We are at the front of the park. 2020 was always going to see a lot of construction here at Epcot, so it's no surprise to see a lot of temporary walls and closed areas. Come with us as we make our way to the World Showcase and the Food and Wine Festival.
With the closure of the main Mouse Gear location due to that area being rebuilt, this is the new Mouse Gear and the main retail location here at Epcot. It has one entrance and one exit.
By mission space on your right, you will find a relaxation station. There is one in the front of the park and one in the World Showcase at the United Kingdom Pavilion. Here you have a designated area to remove your mask. Green Landing Family Play Zone is a play area for children and is also currently closed.
"2020 brings us 25 years of the International Food and Wine Festival here at Epcot. It was always going to be a difficult year with all the construction that Disney has going on with the reimagining of the park, but let's go ahead and see what they have in store for us.
Speaking of crowd levels, there are videos out there that we've noticed that are stating that Disney is busy and crowd levels have increased. This has certainly not been our experience when visiting the park since the reopening, and social distancing has not been difficult whatsoever. In the past years, you were able to pick up a festival guidebook which showed you the different food booths, food and drink offerings. For this year's festival, Disney has eliminated the paperback guidebooks and now moved to digital, which is also available on your My Disney Experience app.
We always walk around the World Showcase in an anti-clockwise way, and the first country we come to is Canada. As you'll see, the menu is exactly the same as it has been. These are two fan favourites, although it would be nice to see something completely new. We decided to get the cheddar and bacon soup, and I recommend subscribing because we're going to have on our Wine and Dine series, we're going to have how to make that coming up soon.
In recent years, Epcot has not had any parades, and to fill the void of the lack of character interactions, Epcot now have these surprise and delights randomly throughout the day.
As we go through the World Showcase, it will become apparent that some kiosks have been removed and certainly the menu items have been reduced. what they have done here at World Showplace is add a couple of additional areas so it's easier to social distance. Those are festival favourites, desserts and champagne, Appleseed Orchard, and mac and cheese. The Rose and Crown is one of our favourite locations, even when the Food and Wine Festival isn't on, and we love the Scotch egg appetiser. And stay tuned because we are going to have that on the channel, how to make that as well. One common theme is that a number of the retail outlets on the World Showcase are closed, and you'll notice that they are operated, the ones that are open, by World Showcase employees, as opposed to the international program cast members, as those cast members are now back as that was cancelled.
As you join us entering France, we are taking a stroll to view the festival menu, and in all honesty, we felt disappointment as fan favorites like the escargot has been removed and replaced with items which we have seen previously here, and we're not really impressed with them before.
With that being said, France is one of our favourite locations, and we did have to stop and get ourselves a Grey Goose citron slush, which we love. It's so refreshing, and if you want to try making this at home, go ahead and click on the link in the upper right hand corner of the screen, as we already have a video on the channel showing how to make that.
Yes, this is definitely one of our must-haves when we are here. Whenever we have this, we always have compliments and people ask where to get it. It is so refreshing on a hot day.
Another reason why we love France so much is the patisserie that they have here at Epcot. They have some amazing cakes, some amazing sandwiches, croque monsieur, but a couple of our favourites are the Napoleon, the creme brulee, and the chocolate duo. And keep an eye out because we're going to have a recipe for the Epcot creme brulee coming up soon.
The creme brulee was beautifully smooth with its trademark crunch top. The duo is a white and dark chocolate mousse cake with white chocolate shavings all around. It was sweet but well balanced for your chocolate fix. Now this is what we always come back for. The Napoleon has crunch puff pastry layers with smooth cream that just melts in your mouth. the Brazilian booth, the pão de queijo is my personal favorite, but this time we tried the crispy pork belly. To be honest, we were a little disappointed as we received what looked like a slice of bacon. We expected a meatier bite with a crunchy top layer as usual. So for this booth, definitely skip that and go for the pão de queijo.
At the Moroccan booth, the menu hasn't changed, so we tried the hummus fries, which were not overly spicy, which we enjoyed. As we're coming up to the American Adventure here, the fan favourite funnel cakes are open, and we did like seeing that contactless payments are being used much more than perhaps in the past that we've noticed. There are a couple of booths, such as this one here for Spain, which are not currently open, and the signage shows that they are coming in the fall. So we look forward to seeing what they're going to be offering. As we pass through Africa, you may remember from when you visited last, the drums which all the children love banging on. Those have all been moved so as to stop that interaction. As we continue around the World Showcase, one thing you may have noticed is that a lot of locations are currently closed. An example of that is here on the left hand side as we enter Mexico. This high traffic area used to be a shop which had a lot of stands outside displaying merchandise and with a mariachi band playing periodically. That is closed, and that's symptomatic I should say, of the fact that the World Showcase is operating without the international cast members right now.
in the Mexican booth, we had the ribeye steak with ranchero salsa in a corn tortilla topped with onions, chives, and a lime wedge. This was our absolute favorite in the Mexican booth, and we will definitely be getting this again. Oh, I wish I was there now. It was very meaty and the spices blended so well together. So a little tip for you, when we came down next to the Mexican booth, if you look out to Morocco on the other side of the World Showcase, you'll be able to see Tower of Terror blending seamlessly in the background. I understand the Imagineers purposely used the same color scheme as used in Morocco when the Tower of Terror was built to blend the two together.
Here at the Earth Eats booth, which is hosted by Impossible, they are a company that provide vegan meatless products. We chose to go with the meatball. Is it a meatball? No. Does it taste like a meatball? No. But delicious it definitely is. We'll definitely get this again.
Here at the Islands of the Caribbean, we tried the flancocho for the first time. It is a passion fruit cake with coconut flan. Now, I'm not a coconut fan, and it was surely not overpowering at all. It is very creamy on top with a layer of cake at the bottom, and oh, so delicious. This is another must-have here at Food and Wine. Walking around the park, we saw all of the trash cans were all in the open position so that we won't need to touch them. This is a very small detail but speaks volumes to the lengths Disney has gone to ensure our safety.
Thank you so much for exploring Epcot with us. We hope you've enjoyed our thoughts as we have gone around the Food and Wine Festival. We would love to hear your favourites past and present, so feel free to put those in the comment section below.
Don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified when a new episode is posted. And if you enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and smash that like button. We love reading your comments, so please keep posting them. Until next time, stay safe and we'll see you real soon!